dialogues, perhaps the most provocative dialogues we've ever heard you say. So, did you have any qualms at all before picking up the script?
Yeah, no, I think it's not. Yeah, it's provocative. I think it's the first time that this kind of hardline, I think lines that Mr. Bachchan has spoken, I think, which is not generally spoken in the roads also like that to a woman. Yes, these are really hardline lines. Yeah.
So,
Amitji,
If the lines are going to be supportive of the legal argument or the legal track that is eventually going to take, I just felt it was very important to say. When you see the film, I think that perhaps you will find it justifiable that I use those lines. They are harsh, they are very confrontational, they are embarrassing, and those moments are not lost in the film. It's not as though the person in the Katgara is going to readily accept what is being said or what is being argued about. I mean, there are objections that are raised by the opposition, there are objections that are raised by the judge that is sitting on judgment, but eventually it is a kind of language and a track that the lawyer takes in order to justify the event that has taken place.
so is it subversive at all in nature? Is that it?
Sorry?
Is it subversive? Is that how that plays out?
Subversive towards what?
Towards the entire, like you're saying something which is not really something that you mean. So is it subversive or?
For that, I think you'll have to watch the film.
Alright.
You're asking me the nitty-gritty of the story. Please watch
I
the
have to
film.
reveal the story, man. I wouldn't want to do that right now, but yes. I think it's important to know the tone of the film. You know, it is harsh, it is aggressive, it is not untruthful.
And these laws, considering you play a lawyer in the film, I can't help but ask you, do you think the laws that exist today are outdated, and do you think we need to rework the laws, especially when it comes
Never ever entertain that mind in your thought, man. Our lawyers are very efficient, and so is our law enforcement agents.
yeah, during your youthhood days, you were tagged as the angry young man. Nonetheless, even today, I can see that effortless and prolific anger portrayed on the silver screen. How do you manage it?
Yeah, the circumstances were such that I just couldn't control myself. No, seriously, it's not really a laughing matter. It's when you see the circumstances in the film, you would realize that any other actor, I mean, Shoojit could have taken anybody else. I'm very grateful that he included me in the cast, but anyone would behave the way that he did.
हालांकि आपने घुमा फिरा दिया अपना कैरेक्टर, लेकिन दिन में शहंशाह लग रहे हो और रात में लॉयर लग रहे हो, तो थोड़ा सा elaborate, अच्छा दिन में लॉयर और रात में शहंशाह उल्टा बोल रही मैं, थोड़ा सा elaborate कीजिएगा.
बहुत से और लोग भी हैं यहाँ पर उनसे बात.
You had started a social media campaign with the hashtag What is Pink. So
Right.
what was the idea behind it, and if you could elaborate on what exactly Pink is?
Actually, that's why we're here. That was just a teaser for the trailer. And now that the trailer is out, I guess it answers the question.
Yeah, yesterday's एक आरजे जी आलोक जी उन्होंने पूछा क्या पीकू से लिया पिंक में भी मैंने कहा कि नहीं there is nothing, it's really a coincidence that it's पीकू का पिंक में भी पी है but nothing related to that but I think पिंक एक ऐसा कलर है जो जिसके बहुत सारे नेचर्स हैं और हम लोग हर समय शायद कुछ गलत नेचर ही उसमें देखा है so possibly इस फिल्म में कुछ possibly आपको right nature of pink शायद आपको देखने को मिले maybe we break down the color of pink in different modes, different nature, different identity of pink. So वो शायद आपको फिल्म देखने के बाद it may be much clarified, clear होगा आपको why it is pink. It's still a little intriguing, but we want to keep it like that. But आपने pink के लोगों में अगर देखा होगा ये दो हाथ भी हैं. So I think जो उस बार को पकड़े हुए हैं उनको. So उसके लिए भी एक clue है. जब फिल्म देखेंगे उसके बाद और मालूम चलेगा.
Like you said, you did a film like Baby wherein it was action role. Now even this is not a very conventional role. So will we see you take up these kinds of roles as well?
I think it is very clear with whatever I've chosen, you will see me in something totally unexpected next.
Nice. There are reports that you are doing a film with Neeraj Pandey. How true is that? That is a prequel.
Wait for Neeraj Pandey to announce it, I think. As I said, it was the easiest and most difficult at the same time. Easiest because I belong to this space, and difficult because it was heart-wrenching. The 2 months that I was shooting for this, I was not 2 months in the sense when we had planned the entire schedule. I was not doing anything else but concentrating on this film. There were times that probably I had an emotional breakdown off the set as well, for no reason almost, because by the end of it, you actually feel the character so close that something has actually happened to you. So it was extremely impactful. Like, it did change a lot in my head for those 2 months. It did affect me very personally. So it was very challenging, and when I have to stand in the frame with him, I better be good. Sorry? It did. Yes, it did. By the closer towards the middle of the film only, I was like, something has really gone wrong in my head. The movie is hard-hitting yet, sensitive in nature. How do you plan to promote it?
Our promotion plan was to show you the trailer, and मुझे ये लगता है कि ट्रेलर देख के ही लोग सिनेमा देखने आते हैं. ट्रेलर देखने पे लोग डिसाइड कर लेते हैं कि मुझे ये फिल्म देखना है कि मुझे फिल्म नहीं देखना है. मैंने बहुत बार किया है ऐसे. ट्रेलर देखने के बाद मैंने वो डिसाइड कर लिया था. So otherwise our basic promotion, this film obviously doesn't have a song and dance or item number to promote. This is purely all films are purely content driven, character driven. So I think yes, there are songs, and you will find we are introducing a singer from Pakistan named QB. You will hear her song. Shantanu is the music director. We have another guest music director, Anupam Roy from Piku, second film, and one more girl, Faiza from Pakistan. So there are 3 music directors for this. The entire background score and this is composed by Shantanu. And I have many things to talk about. I have to talk about Angad Bedi, I have to talk about Kirti, I have to talk about Andrea, I have to talk about Piyush and Tony, and we have many things to talk about. We will talk about it and good promo. And yes, I mean normal, conventional जिस तरह से promote किया जाता है. We are doing many associations, and yeah, I think that's it. You will see in next few days. You will see 2 songs coming up, and a few parts of another trailers, possibly small trailers. But I think I was pretty sure about this one trailer as being the more impactful.
Also, it clashing with Raz.
It's clashing with
Raz 4.
yes. See, every week there are 2 films or 3 films, or somewhere down the line we had to come with some other film. But the day we started this film, that day only, I'm really happy that my producers decided that they want to release the film on September 16th, and they are sticking to it. And बाकी देखेंगे, we'll share राज के साथ बैठ के हम लोग खाएंगे बैठ के.
Obviously sexual crimes against women are a reality. It's a sad, dark reality of this country. And while there is retribution and justice on the silver screen, the ground reality is quite different. Like even today, the perpetrators of Nirbhaya, while they are in jail, their death sentence has been commuted. And obviously recently we had the terrible Bulandshahr rape. So how do we end this menace? Is it only getting from bad to worse? Like we can keep on making films, but yes, the judiciary is there. We have the laws, but sadly, these things take too much of time. And how do you think that how can India get rid of this menace?
Yeah, before he starts, let me tell you one thing, please. This film is not talks about rape or anything else. This is nothing to do with that. Yes, but rest he can answer.
Whatever you say is obviously extremely disgusting. And as a nation, we sometimes hang our heads in shame by reading these several incidents that keep happening. They should not. I think basically all of us as Indians and individuals need to educate ourselves to give importance to the women in our lives, and to understand that their contribution and their presence in a society is equally important as the male. Other than that, yes, we need to have very strong laws, and we need to have huge amount of exposure towards these people. There are many ways which you and I may personally want to execute. I mean, a lot of people say, put this rapist out in the market and we'll deal with him. But that doesn't go according to the law of the land. There is a law, and yes, we have to follow it. Sometimes we feel disillusioned by the outcome. Sometimes we feel that righteous procedure has been followed, and this will continue. But what is the base of all this? The base of all this is that somewhere we are losing respect for the female gender. And that can come from education, from people like you, and from us who make these kind of films, to respect them, to give them the honor, to give them the right place in society. And that's what we're all working for. It will take time, but it will happen. I'm confident.
जैसे फिल्म में हमने देखा कि एक हिस्सा जो है वो कोर्ट रूम ड्रामा है, बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग। मेरा सवाल आपसे, शुजित, आपसे, पीयूष भाई, आपसे, आपके जहन में हिंदी सिनेमा में कोर्ट रूम ड्रामा का एक बहुत अच्छा इतिहास है, तो आप लोगों की सबसे पसंदीदा फिल्म अगर कोर्ट रूम ड्रामा पे बात की जाए तो कौन सी रहेगी?
पिंक।
या ये भी मैं कहूँगा कि ऐसा यूनिक कोर्ट रूम मैंने भी नहीं कभी एक्सपीरियंस किया है, लेकिन आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग 11 से 12 दिन इस कोर्ट रूम में थे और हम लोग सब एक साथ थे, एक ही टाइम पे सब लोग। इस फिल्म में उस तरह से शूटिंग नहीं हुआ है कि अच्छा एक एक्टर का शॉट ले लिया फिर दूसरे एक्टर, हम सब एक साथ बैठते थे, एक साथ 20 मिनट 15 मिनट का सीन एक साथ प्ले होता था, एज इफ इट्स अ रियल केस की एक विटनेस बॉक्स में लेके जाया जाता था एंड लॉयर्स उनसे सवाल करते थे एंड जज करते थे। तो मैं इतना आपको बता दूं कि आप जब कोर्ट केस देखेंगे आपको एक इतना यूनिक सा लगेगा, आपको लगेगा कि यू आर ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू अ रियल सेशन कोर्ट इन दिल्ली।
What made you shift your base from television to films, and will we see you produce more films often?
पहली बात तो मैं टेलीविजन से कहीं शिफ्ट नहीं हुई। टेलीविजन मेरा पहला प्यार, मेरा पहला पैशन है। फिल्म में आना ऑब्वियसली एक क्रिएटिवली एक स्टेप आगे होता है, तो फिल्म में आना मेरे कवर की बहुत बड़ी इच्छा थी। और इसके बाद जो सब्जेक्ट पे काम करना चाहे वो पिंक हो, ऑब्वियसली वो हार्ड हिटिंग होंगे, स्टोरी बेस्ड होंगी और जिस तरह की पिंक है।
The opening day of my film collects about 2-3 crores. It's not 40 or 50 crores. That's a fact.
Amit sir, given the sensitive nature of the subject that Pink is dealing with, the film needs to be shown in its entirety. Do you envisage any problems from the scissor-friendly CDFC?
You already have a US certificate.
We already have the trailer, so I think I think they'll be glad to present this film for the country.
So US certificate is what you're looking
Yes, the trailer is what you saw is the UA, and that's what we aim for. And we are not here to sensationalize anything on the film. I never do that in all my films. Whether it's Vicky Donor, let me tell you, Vicky Donor was the most difficult film to get an UA than any other film. The kind of subject it dealt with. So we don't play with the gallery, and we don't want to titillate the audience by just doing things which are not right for the society. We never do that. In all my films, not been done. Not in this one also.
Before the next question, may I just make a small submission? I want to tell you that as an actor that has been in the line for almost 45 years, what a great privilege it was for me to work with this wonderful star cast. Most of them are new faces. You perhaps have not seen them before. But I can tell you that when you see this film, you will not see me, you will only see them. It's an exceptional work that they have all done. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not being modest. I know that a lot of people call me a false modest person. But this is factual and this is the honest truth. I have never worked with such an exceptional cast as I have in this film. And they're all so new, they're all so committed. You cannot believe the kind of performances that they have given. You cannot believe that they're actually acting. They're just so natural, so good. And it's such an inspiration for me because I learn a lot from them.
Andrea, I have a question for you.
I would really appreciate it, if you did not ignore this star cast and spoke to them also.
Andrea, I have a
gave
question.
them a chance to speak.
Andrea, I have a question for you.
Her name is Andrea Telang. She's from Shillong. She's a musician. and musician, and she's her first film.
It wasn't something that I expected that I would ever do. I've never acted before. I sing. Yeah, but I've never acted before. It was unreal. Seeing the trailers now,
Just cry.
Andrea, also one more thing. We rarely see Northeast Indian actors in Bollywood in Hindi cinema. Is it really difficult to break through into Hindi film industry?
I don't think it is. I think you just need to be at the right place at the right time.
It's important to include people from the Northeast as well into our mainstream. As they are mainstream India.
In the initial, when the scripting was done, there was no girl from the Northeast. It was 3 girls who stay in Delhi in some apartment. So third girl. So I think my friend producer Ronnie, he is from Northeast. So he suggested me, why don't we have one girl who's Northeast? And in Delhi, it's really rampant and what happens with girls from Northeast. So why don't we have a girl from Northeast to really represent us? And that's how we changed the character, talking to Ritesh, into a Northeastern girl, and that's how Andrea was casted in this one.
Keenly watching the Rio Olympics and excited about how India performs there. But recently Shobha Day has come up with a very discouraging tweet. She said that our contestants are there and they are just taking selfies and coming back without any medals. So how will you react to a tweet like this?
I think that is something that you should react to.
Really?
Well, I'm actually really proud that I'm Vishnu Bedi's son. That's always going to be with me. Yeah. And I did play cricket for 6 years, but I was telling Mr. Bachchan the other day when he was shooting an ad. I was driving and my mom called me and she said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to meet Mr. Bachchan on his set." I said, "I have to tell you one more thing, which I have never told you ever in my life. Because when my father played cricket, तो मैं ground पर गया. उन्होंने मुझे net practice कराई, तो मैंने की. But my childhood dream and my passion was to one day be in a film with Amitabh Bachchan. And it has been fulfilled with Kala, Shoojit, thank you, Tolida. Well, now you do. When I even went and met Tolida, I was there with my friend Madhav, I don't know if you're here, but we had a meeting and he said, "There कोई picture नहीं मिलेगी." My friend said that to me. He said, "They're looking for somebody which is not you. And you're too good, you're too nice, you're too kind." And as soon as I reached home, he really discouraged me. He's quite a pessimistic person, I know. I hope you're hearing this, Madhav. But I got a call from Rising Sun and they said, "You're on." And the rest is history. I'm here and I am really glad Ronnie, Shoojit, Tolida, Mr. Bachchan, the girls, Tapasee, Kirti and Andrea and Rashul and Tushar and Ritesh. I would like to thank everybody from the sets to the spot boys to the lighting, everyone. They've done a fabulous job and we work like a family. So we'd like to stay like that.
I want Kirti to also speak few words on this film, please.
I honestly don't know what to say. There's so much already being spoken about the film. All I want to say is everyone has seen the trailer. We have done our best in every possible way, the whole team. And it's just the beginning of conversations and discussions about what the film is and about everything that the film is about. So all I want to say is that we have done our best and let's hope and we pray that the film touches everyone's hearts throughout the world the way it's touched ours. So thank you.
One question to the entire Starcast. Next week is Independence Day. बच्चन साहब आपसे और बाकी Starcast से जानना चाहेंगे आज़ादी के क्या मायने हैं आपके?
भारतवर्ष रेप से फ्री हो.
सालों पहले आप दोनों ने एक फिल्म बनाई थी शू बाइट. वो अब तक रिलीज नहीं. क्या उसकी टीज अभी बाकी है कि वो रिलीज नहीं हो पाई है फिल्म?
वो जूता अभी भी काट रहा है.
सुजीत सर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
अगर कोई फिल्म रिलीज नहीं होती तो बहुत दुख होता है. Simple, I mean, you feel really bad for it, but we have moved on. We're making films. We're still trying that if something can happen. But I think Piku or even Pink is all my repay back to Mr. Bachchan that we could not do and that film could not release. So ये सारी मेरी ऋण है जो मैं उनको वापस दे रहा हूँ. 8 मार्च.
8 मार्च को क्या है?
कौन सा फिल्म का सीक्वल? अब
दरअसल हम चाहेंगे कि फिल्म की रिलीज के बाद ऐसी सभा फिर से बैठे और फिर हम आपके साथ बातचीत करें. ज़्यादा अवसर मिलेगा, आपके पास ज़्यादा प्रश्न होंगे उस फिल्म के बारे में.
Atyachar to giving emotional atyachar to these girls. How was the kind of film for you?
No, I don't think he'll give any emotional atyachar to these girls, but you'll watch the film.
You'll have to see the film for that. I play a character, his name is Rajveer Singh. He is a person who's from North India. He's very highly educated. It's not about me, it's about the character. You will eventually, when you see the film, you'll decide on your own and form your own judgment about it. Thank you.
Perfect. Now just we're going to take photo ops. All our photographers friends, please आप जरा तस्वीरें ले आके.